Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, I am happy that you're here today and I hope that you're healthy and safe. So, it's 2 a.m. in the night. I put up my favorite TV show. I go up to the fridge and I make a perfect sandwich. It's peaceful, it's quiet, it's just me and myself, and I'm ready to treat myself after a long day of studying. So, I make a sandwich that is so perfect that it's Instagram worthy. It's plain, turkey and cheese, effortless, and beautiful. So, I take the first bite, and at first, everything seems usual. But a few seconds later, I get a dreadful aftertaste, and I think to myself, I must have used too much ketchup. But ketchup doesn't taste like this. So I open the sandwich, and I notice that the cheese is moldy and green and rotten, to my shock and disappointment. So I throw the sandwich away and I make a new one. But it's such a pity and waste of food. Don't you just hate when this happens? Now I know that we must at all times check the expiry date, but who has the time for that when you're busy and tired? I know I always forget to do that. Now, you might not care and eat the stinky cheese anyways, but I'm not gonna judge, but it is inadvisable. Because ignoring the expiry date and eating expired food might give you digestion problems, vomiting, nausea, and even sometimes poisoning. You see, the company might have kept the food in the right temperature and conditions at all times, but we maybe haven't. And this is where science is a lifesaver. I would like to share with you today a new advancement in food packaging technology. This tiny invention is going to tell you if your food is still edible or if it has gone bad. It is called a bump mark. And a bump mark is essentially a smart food label that is able to tell you the exact condition that your food is in. Just by a touch. All you have to do is touch the label. If it's smooth, that means that you're good to go. But if it's bumpy, that means that the green, moldy monster is coming for your food. Now, this technology is not only going to help people enhance their eating experience, it is also going to be of great effect on the lives of people who are blind or visually impaired. That's because all they have as an indication of the condition of their food is the printed label, and it doesn't really do much for them because they need to feel things. This is why this invention was made. And the scientists had to work extra hard on this to make the invention industrially desirable. That is because a company will not carry out or adopt an invention if it doesn't help or attract a large number of people. Now, the way that this label works is very fascinating. It's made up of a simple system that has two main components. A plastic bumpy sheet that is covered with a gelatin layer. Now, gelatin is naturally a protein, so it mimics the behavior of your food. If your food starts to expire and rot, the gelatin will become liquid, so the bumps underneath it will be felt. The results obtained will be much more accurate than a regular printed date. Now, you might notice that I said that this invention is more accurate. Why is that? That's because the printed expiry date is not always right. And people tend to misread it and they get confused with it. So they end up throwing away food that is in a good condition or a good state. This is leading to one of the most major problems in the world, that is food waste. According to food waste, money waste, and resource depletion also. So it was found that according to reports in 2012 that British houses waste up to 4.2 tons each year of food. And much of that is due to misinterpretation of expiry labels due to the old school method. Now, this proves that this method is much more accurate. With that being said, I would like to say that this new technology in food packaging and those little changes are going to provide us with benefits for humans and are going to have effect and help on visually impaired people. This is why This is why this is going to have a positive effect on Earth by reducing energy consumption, protecting the environment, and giving economic assistance. So I feel like we are taking things for granted. Science has made our lives so much easier. Without the hard work of scientists and developers, we wouldn't have the machines and inventions that we have today. I would like to say a big thank you to those who have devoted their lives admirably to create a life for us that is of quality better than earlier generations. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good day and appreciate the little things. Thank you for listening.